Hello everyone, today I have a Corinth Prime build to showcase today. It will be a hybrid build that uses viral and heat. Now the build that I'm showcasing today will work for both primary and the ult fire of the weapon, as the primary fire of the Corinth Prime will just be a shotgun that shoots multiple bullets, and then its ult fire, it shoots out a remotely detonable airburst round. Now the build on the weapon is Prime Ravage for critical damage, Galvanized Hell for multi-shot, Galvanized Savvy for status chance and gun condition overload, semi-shotgun cannonade for a bunch of damage and punch through, critical deceleration for 200% crit chance, now semi-shotgun cannonade, disables fire rate being modified so the loss of fire rate from critical deceleration won't apply here, toxic barrage and frigid blast for viral, and incendiary coat for heat. Now the arcane I'm using here is Prime the Merciless for the damage and the reload speed, as the reload on the weapon is pretty slow, so I felt that Prime the Merciless would do the best here. Now here are the stats on the weapon. They are pretty good. Now before I get into the build, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like or a sub, as that would help me out a lot. Thank you. Over here, the enemies I'll be demonstrating on is 20 corrupted heavy gunners with the steel path modifier on at enemy level 160. First, I'll show the headshot performance. As you can see, it does some pretty heavy damage. And get some nice one shots, and the punch through helps a lot. Now for body shots, once you first get that initial hit and put some viral procs and heat procs on them, you get a bunch of damage, so pretty good. Once again for the headshots. But yeah, I mean the primary fire is definitely solid. Does a bunch of damage, and it feels nice to shoot. I will say, as you can probably tell, this weapon does have a bit of recoil, so it wouldn't be too bad to open up the XLS slot and put in the mod that reduces recoil for shotguns, as it would help out a lot. Now, to demonstrate the ult fire, I'll just shoot from up here. Does a pretty big blast radius, and you proc a bunch of statuses. That's pretty alright damage there. As you can see, just blew everyone up. That's great damage. Does use 4 ammo per shot, so can be a bit costly, but it's pretty fun to use, especially against just fodder enemies. It can do a bunch of damage. You can see, it does great damage. They're clumped up, just shoot this into a crowd and just detonate it for a ridiculous amount of AoE. You could also just use it as a primer, just shoot over the heads, proc it once, you get a couple of vial procs and heat procs on everyone, and then you can just fire away with your primary fire. Oh yeah, this does have a minimum arming range, so you can't detonate it right in front of you, so I guess it's to prevent you from knocking yourself over with this, but it can get a bit annoying because sometimes you'll just shoot and it won't detonate and it'll just hit an enemy and waste the explosion shot. But yeah, that's about it for the weapon. A very solid shotgun, and it's fun to use. Hope you enjoyed the video and try to build yourself, and thank you and goodbye.